Good morning, day 4. Uintas. We heard an owl this morning and some elk. Oh my gosh, it's a great way to wake up. It's 7:15 and we're heading out. The lake is so calm this morning. Wow. There's supposed to be a cool cabin up here. Oh, look at that. Wow, very primitive. Oh, what's that? Wow, very primitive, I was saying.
Yes. It's a fixer-upper.
So today's going to depend a lot on the weather because we're going towards Anderson Pass. It is 12 miles to the start of the pass, but 18 miles to get all the way up and over and down. But then more like 21 if we want to get to like a lake. There's like some little tiny unnamed lake, but who knows what that looks like, if there's any, trees for shelter or whatever. So the bummer, or not bummer, whatever, Kings Peak is the highest point in the state of Utah. So that is, once you get to Anderson Pass, it is a mile or so. Woo, hey, up Kings Peak. Not part of the Uinta Highline Trail, but a little side trip, kind of like Whitney was for us on the PCT. But this one is like scrambling, like rock scrambling, and not just like an easy little trip up. And I think if we're already trying to do 21, that might be a little too much for us today. So, and also depends on the weather. So we'll see. It's not like we feel like we absolutely need to bag that peak or anything. So we might just stick to the Uintas. We'll see. How cool is this steam coming off the river? It's 39 degrees. Boggy marsh to start out the morning. Oh man, nothing like freezing cold water. But it's gorgeous.
Okay, so one thing I just kind of wanted to point out is every time we seem to enter into the wilderness or trees, timber area, this is the trail we get faced with. So kind of slows down the pace a bit. Try not to roll ankles, which is so far different from a lot of times hikes where we've been on where you get into the tree section and the trail becomes smooth, flat, covered in pine needles, easy to cruise on. Not so much here. We stopped for breakfast here at Kidney Lake. Well, it's Kidney Lakes, but this is just one of them. Really pretty. A lot of reeds. Looks like it would be a great place to go fishing if I did that.
Funny, we were reading something about this trail before we came, and they were saying this whole section was the most boring of the whole trail. I think when the whole trail is as spectacular as it is, this might be boring. But to me, it's pretty great. Look at all these perfect Christmas trees. Gosh. Stopped to have lunch at this unnamed creek. It's real pretty for being unnamed. Look at this view we have. So, just finished some
Got my trail
butter with some
dark chocolate coffee almond. Highly recommend.
on some tortillas. Fancy almonds, dried apricots, and turkey jerky, and then we'll be having, of course, some dark chocolate peanut M&Ms, which are our favorites. Love those. This is a pretty great spot for lunch. Getting the shoes off so Link doesn't get any more blisters. So they call this Painter's Basin. I don't know why. Maybe because it's absolutely perfect for a painter. I mean, hello. Pretty fantastic. Wow. I mean, really? It's great. Let's finish some lunch. That was a great spot too. Now we just like to see maybe a little more wildlife. That'd be cool. We're heading up Anderson Pass now, which we think is that straight ahead, but it's hard to know.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that, because that looks higher. That one over on the left.
So I wore shorts this trip, which is a first for me in like 5 years. I always wear pants, even our whole 6-month PCT walk. I wore pants. I like not having to put sunscreen on, not having to do bug spray if necessary. Kind of nice when you're walking through brush and stuff. But we knew it was going to possibly rain every day out here, and a lot faster to dry skin than it is to dry the pants. I got really cold with the pants being wet on other trips. So tried it, and besides the hailstorm, because that was super painful on my skin, the rest of the time I've loved it. They felt really comfortable and feels freeing, and so far so good. We'll see if I continue to like to wear them, but so far I like the shorts. Like mini pasque flowers. Ooh, go make more.
All right. Made it all the way up to the top of Anderson Pass. And that is what we get to look forward to. Holy smokes. So we can see 8 miles this way.
Holy cow.
On the Uinta Highline Trail. And if we turn around and look back, that's 13 miles. So it comprises about 20% of the Highline Trail. What a lot of people do, come up here, they'll travel up to the top of Kings Peak, which is the highest mountain in Utah.
It's 0.9 miles.
1,000 feet of elevation gain at 0.9 miles. We ran into some 20-year-olds who said it took them 3 hours to get up and down. And after 18 miles, our legs are protesting that
We're not gonna do
with
that.
a big hard no. So we're gonna head down here and enjoy.
I mean, down here looks like we're falling off the edge.
Okay, so we're coming down Anderson Pass. Again, that's Kings Peak. Just like sheer cliffs. So what we're gonna do, as you can see double down, is we're gonna traverse, I guess, this whole mountainside almost all the way down toward that lake down there. So we'll see.
For those of you afraid of heights, this might not be the trail for you. See it over there hugging the side? See how narrow this is? With the sheer drop off. Don't worry. Not being safe and careful and watching where I'm going. Just made it down. Right here is the pass, okay? The people that went all the way up this to Kings Peak. I mean, whoa, man. And it's 5:30 now, so it took us about an hour and a half to climb up the pass on the other side. 35 minutes coming down, and then we just now passed a guy going up. Crazy, right? So we want to thank Mother Nature for keeping the weather so nice for us to do that pass. That was at 13,400 and 12,400, not 13, my bad. Yeah, sounded good. But that, the passes are no joke here, actually. We were just saying, super glad we did a little training for this hike, because otherwise that would have been even more rough than it was. So now we're trying to get down to camp. It was 5:30 when we got to the bottom, and still have like 3.4 to hopefully get to this little lake. So that's our plan. Let's see if we can do it. You got the goods?
Got some water?
The golden water. This is our little campsite. There's not much to see there. We're gonna set up the tent right here. What a great bath spot. How awesome would this be if this was your view from your shower?